If life is a game and you play it the way most people do, you'll start out at the beginning with 90 years. This is your life. And when it's gone, that's it.
Game over.
At first glance, that seems pretty good. 90 years is a lot, but actually, it is super short. Because you'll spend most of those 90 years sleeping, working, shitting yourself, and doing things you don't necessarily want to do, leaving very little left over for pursuing the stuff that you actually value most in your life. So here's how short your life really is.
Level 1. Growing up.
You will spend almost the first 2 decades of your life growing up, as you go from having zero autonomy to being a full-fledged adult, at least legally in many countries. For most young people today, that means you aren't fully independent until at least 18 years old, if not even older. By the time you reach adulthood, this is what your life bar is looking like. Still not too shabby.
Level 2. Sleep.
Level 2 is a biggie. And although obviously you're not doing it all at once, it is going to take up a huge chunk of your life, about a third of it. That means as an adult, you will spend about 24 of your remaining 72 years sleeping. That is a massive part of your life, and unfortunately, it's pretty much non-negotiable because despite the glorification in some subcultures of grinding hard and sleeping when you're dead, almost everyone needs about 8 hours of sleep per night. Getting consistently less than that probably just means the rest of your life is getting sloppier and shittier.
Level 3. Work and school.
We still have more than half our life remaining, but the next level is another big one. By the time you're 18, you are likely either entering the workforce full-time or you're doing a few more years of study first and then starting your career. When you add up all the time spent working or in school as an adult, that is another 11 years of your life.
Level 4. Daily obligations.
Beyond sleep and work, our everyday lives are filled with routines like commuting, cooking, cleaning, and various errands. While each individual task may seem trivial, together they add up. We can estimate that these daily obligations will eat up another 9 years.
Level 5. Free time.
Free time. Your time. After you clear all those other levels that are a mix of fun, frustrating, and boring, you'll get to the good stuff. The fun level. The best level. In some sense, the real level of life. Because it is likely here that you will live your greatest dreams, pursue your passions, enjoy memorable adventures, friendships, and relationships. This is where you travel the world and check off the items on your bucket list. This level of life is for true self-discovery and self-actualization. And this is what you have left for it after everything else. So, yeah, maybe that isn't amazing that you start out with 90 years, and this is all that is left for the most important things. So much of your life has already been burned up playing other levels, for better or worse. But then this isn't really all that bad either because 28 years is still 28 years. That is enough time to do all kinds of things. You can still enjoy the hell out of this most rewarding level of life and become your best self. Maybe you're already thinking about how best to use that time. But wait, because this level has a final boss.
Social media.
Is social media friend or foe? Well, the evidence is that it's probably not your friend. But social media is compelling and addictive and hard to avoid. So much that social media tends to keep us glued to our screens, draining away ever more of what life still remains up there. And it is not only social media like Insta and TikTok. There is also doom scrolling, playing video games, binging Netflix, and so on. So, this is what you have left. How much of it will you spend staring at a screen? Well, right now, the typical 18-year-old in the United States is on pace to spend over 90% of his or her free time outside of work and school looking at a screen. Which leaves you with this. This is what a normal life looks like, in video game form at least. Are you happy with this? Because you don't have to play the game this way. It's your time, and it's your life. The only rules are you need to sleep, and there are no continues. When you run out of life, it's
Game over.
Thanks for watching. Please share your thoughts below.
Smash that like button.
And and subscribe to Philosopher Kings for more.